Gamers and gameheads, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, I got a real treat for you all, but I do want to give a special thank you and a special shout out to Bandai Namco for hooking me up with a review key for Gundam Battle Alliance. So just so you guys know, today's video is sponsored by Bandai Namco. It's no secret here. If you're a veteran to the channel, you guys do know I am a Bandai Namco partner. So special thank you to Bandai, and let's go ahead and talk about ST Gundam Battle Alliance. But here's what I gotta say in short. So 2022 has been action-packed with, good RPGs, or at least to my opinion. And Gundam Battle Alliance is just, another one to add to that awesome list. It seems that Bandai Namco do want to double down with the Gundam series this year. We already have one free-to-play Gundam game running on PlayStation, which seems to be doing fairly well. We have Gundam Evolution, which is the Overwatch hero shooter, like first-person shooter, that's going to be releasing sometime this summer on all console platforms and PC. And then, of course, we have Gundam Battle Alliance. But the question is, what is this Gundam game? What's it like? How does it work? Well, this is a special Gundam game, and this is why I really wanted to go ahead and take interest in this one and showcase it here on my channel today. This is your action RPG version of Gundam. That's right, guys. Take Diablo or Path of Exile and skin it in Gundam, and that is what you have. Kid y'all not, 3-player multiplayer co-op online, or I'm not sure if it supports couch co-op or not, if it supports local play. I do think it does, but it does support online co-op for sure, but it's in an action RPG formula. There's tons of different Gundams for you to collect. There's all kinds of flashy moves and attacks, as you guys can see right here on the screen. The particle effects are lovely and very MMORPG-like, and I could not be more happy with the combat in this game. Now, this particular Gundam game, Battle Alliance, is available for PC, PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and it's even available on the Nintendo Switch, so all platforms, and it's freaking awesome. But in short, the description for this game goes to say, ST Gundam Alliance is a multiplayer Gundam action RPG where you can smash foes solo or with friends in thrilling mechanized combat. Acquire new mobile suits, power them up, and take them into battle in various missions. And there's, a lot of really cool missions in this game. I'm showing you guys some of the earlier ones here and stuff now, so that way we don't get too deep into spoiler territory. Even though the game's been out for a little bit, I don't want to, spoil you guys or anything like that, especially for any of you who are hardcore Gundam fans and really invested into the story and those kind of things. So I do just want to try and keep the gameplay a little on the earlier and basic side, but there is actually a lot of depth into this game. You do have different skill points and stuff like that. There's there's a big old XP and leveling system in here. It works a lot like your typical your typical action RPG. You can buff a bunch of different stats on your Gundams. Some are more melee based than others. Some are more gun based than others. Some are more ranged than others. Some are more close range than others. There's all kinds of different Gundam suits in here. So as you progress through the game, more and more, trust me, you will find a Gundam suit that works for you. And not to mention, if you buy the deluxe edition, I do believe it comes with the special Gundam suit I'm actually using right here in the video, which I found a pretty fun one to use. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In Gundam SD Battle Alliance, the only thing that kind of bothered me is the tutorial was very limiting and a lot on the lengthy side. Like don't get me wrong, it has to teach you the mechanics of the game, but I couldn't access the menus. I couldn't, it was very limited to how I could use my character and stuff like that. And I feel like, it was really inching and pinching you into the gameplay. Just, a little bit on the slow side. Also, another issue I do have with Gundam Battle Alliance is this UI is extremely cluttered. Now, don't get me wrong, for action RPG games and even for MMORPG games, you do want to have, a pretty decent UI with information everywhere, so you always know what's going on, how your character is doing, what kind of buffs and nerfs they have on them, how much experience you're getting, what your health is looking like, and all that stuff. But that's fine. But once you get into this game and you're running a bunch of missions and stuff like that, and then your partners get to talking and chatting and everything, The UI can just get very cluttered. There'll be a lot of different elements all over the screen. The faces of people talking in the background will start popping up all over the screen, not to mention the text of their dialogue and stuff like that. And it can really cover up like what's going on while you're playing the game. Like the fact that some of that can even cover the really flashy, pretty combat that I was bragging about earlier, that kind of, you know, just blocks some of the good stuff out of the game a little bit. So I did find that a little bit on the annoying side. But if you go in the options, you can obviously limit some things like subtitles and stuff like that. But I do think, you know, this UI could be straightened out a bit. It could be, you know, a bit more split, cleaned up, just a little bit. There's a lot of good action RPGs out there with solid examples, like I mentioned earlier, games like Path of Exile and Diablo that have a lot going on in them, but the UIs aren't so super cluttered and different things like that. If I had one wish that I could make about SD Gundam Battle Alliance, it would simply be that the game had crossplay. I do think that's one thing Bandai Namco is kind of sleeping on with some of their games a little bit, and I do hope that they learn to inherit that a bit more in the future. That was also one complaint I did make about the upcoming Gundam first-person shooter, that there wasn't any crossplay. It'll be one of the only hero or arena shooters launching in 2022 that doesn't have crossplay. And especially, you know, this game being an action RPG, wanting to, you know, to party up with your friends on different platforms, I do think, you know, that's something they should look for investing into, you know, in the future of this game. Especially, you know, because they have a season pass, so they obviously plan on, you know, updating this game with more content and stuff like that. And if, you know, the end game of this game really does start to get serious and people start getting into it, I think crossplay, you know, would be a really cool feature. I vouch for that, you know, with a lot of action RPGs and MMOs, and of course, you know, one coming from Bandai, especially based in the Gundam universe. Hell yeah, I'm going to scream for us to have that. But anyway, guys, I honestly think SD Gundam Battle Alliance is an awesome time. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's really cool that we finally have an RPG based in the Gundam universe. But anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. I'll leave links down in the description below where you guys can check out SD Gundam Battle Alliance yourself. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.